In the glittering world of gold mining, where fortunes are dug from the heart of the earth, one name stands out: Rick Ness. Known for his uncanny ability to strike gold, Rick has etched his legacy in the Klondike's history. But hold on. This time, Rick's journey takes an unexpected turn. He faces a pivotal moment that could reshape his mining future. What life-altering decision has Rick made, and how will it steer the course of his gold-hunting saga? There's more. Brace yourselves for the arrival of an inspiring figure, ready to lend a helping hand in Rick's most challenging hour. Who is this mystery person, and how will they impact Rick's quest for gold? Join us to delve into a mining adventure like never before that will lead to Rick's biggest gold haul ever. Success isn't just about luck, it's about rolling up your sleeves and putting in the hard work. That's something that the indomitable Rick Ness believes in. Now, he finds himself facing a daunting challenge. A gold production goal that seems to be slipping through his fingers. Despite the hefty investments in top-tier equipment, Rick is dealing with machinery issues. Different hurdles are emerging, putting a wrench in the gears of progress, but the twists and turns in this mining saga don't end there. On top of all that, Rick is at a crossroads, facing a crucial decision about the ownership of the land. But the heart of the challenge lies in the earth itself. The act of digging and extracting precious gold from the depths becomes a battle against time and nature. It's a struggle that Rick faces head-on, with determination etched on his face. In the vast expanse of the mining frontier, Rick Ness is facing a pivotal moment in his gold-hunting journey. Having staked his entire season on a daring move, a deep cut that promised a potential $5 million in gold, the reality is not living up to the glittering dream. The 190-foot deep cut, the bold gamble that could lead to a substantial payday, is yet to yield the expected results. The goal is 2,000 ounces of gold, but this weight of the goal hangs heavy on Ness's shoulders, not just for the sake of his crew, but for his own survival in the unforgiving world of gold mining. A world into which Rick has poured his heart, soul, and a considerable amount of resources, expecting a gold rush that would make headlines. However, the reality is a bit different. The very ground he walks on holds the key to his mining empire's destiny. However, the landowner has different plans for Rick. Troy Taylor, who is the owner of Duncan Creek, the claim on which Rick is working under the lease, pays an unexpected visit to Rick, who is already under stress for not meeting the gold production goal. Cutting right to the chase, Rick questions the purpose behind Taylor's unanticipated visit, and Taylor, without beating around the bush, dives straight into the heart of the matter. His revelation hangs in the air, laden with potential implications. He wants to sell the Duncan Creek. Rick is now confronted with a significant personal decision. The prospect of owning his own ground looms large, and the gravity of this choice could reshape the entire trajectory of his mining journey. Imagine the dilemma. On one side, the secure is the key to his mining empire's destiny. However, the landowner has different plans for Rick. Troy Taylor, who is the owner of Duncan Creek, the claim on which Rick is working under the lease, pays an unexpected visit to Rick, who is already under stress for not meeting the gold production goal. Cutting right to the chase, Rick questions the purpose behind Taylor's unanticipated visit, and Taylor, without beating around the bush, dives straight into the heart of the matter. His revelation hangs in the air, laden with potential implications. He wants to sell the Duncan Creek. Rick is now confronted with a significant personal decision. The prospect of owning his own ground looms large, and the gravity of this choice could reshape the entire trajectory of his mining journey. Imagine the dilemma. On one side, the security of owning the land beneath which potential fortunes lie, and on the other, the challenge of meeting the production goals with the clock ticking. It's a decision that could either propel Rick into a new era of mining success or add another layer of complexity to his already intricate venture. But that's not the interesting part. Taylor, with a matter-of-fact demeanor, reveals the terms. $250,000 as a down payment, equivalent to 150 ounces of gold. Now that's how you make a deal with the gold diggers. Surprised by the unexpected proposition, Rick finds himself deep in thought. The idea of owning the very land he's been working on is both appealing and overwhelming. Unsure about taking such a significant step, Rick acknowledges that he is not sure if he can take such a massive step at this already challenging moment. The financial commitment attached to this decision plays on his mind, creating a whirlwind of considerations. As the discussion unfolds, Rick wrestles with the weight of this unforeseen opportunity. The offer of $250,000 or 150 ounces of gold is undeniably substantial. Troy Taylor, after presenting the terms, leaves Rick to contemplate the magnitude of the decision. The gravity of the situation hangs in the air, and Rick is left to grapple with the potential impact on his gold mining journey. The allure of ownership clashes with the daunting prospect of financial responsibility, setting the stage for a pivotal moment in Rick Ness's mining saga. How will the mind boss navigate this unexpected twist in the tale? Will he seize the opportunity, or will the weight of the decision prove too much? The stakes are high, the pressure is on, and the future of Duncan Creek claims hangs in the balance, but it's the mind boss we're talking about. And to make the decision, he has to tackle the other obstacles first. Every miner knows that a glitch in the machinery can translate to lost time and, more importantly, lost gold. Despite heavy investments and state-of-the-art machinery worth millions, the results are not quite hitting the mark. It's a tough spot to be in, especially when your aspirations are as grand as Rick's. The machinery, boasting cutting-edge technology, stands as a testament to Rick's commitment. But, as every seasoned miner knows, the gold beneath the ground doesn't always give in easily. Rick is stuck dealing with a big problem, and he can't tackle it solo. He's in need of help, but the question is, who can he turn to? The first person who crosses Rick's mind in this crucial moment is none other than his reliable dad. With winter approaching, he calls his father for assistance, hoping to bring in the energy needed to finish the season strong. Rick's dad shows up and is pretty amazed by the whole mining setup. He's all in to help out however he can. The two of them now tackle the problem together, dealing with the challenges of mining and figuring out a way forward. The first problem he deals with is the wash plant. With Monster Red running on a tight crew, Rick faces a tough time finding more workers. His dad jumps in to lend a hand and keep things going smoothly. Seeing the mining operation scale, Rick's dad figures he can help out. Without any hesitation, he gets down to work, doing everything needed to keep Monster Red up and running. At Duncan Creek, Rick encounters a hurdle with his 700 excavator. A cracked hydraulic line threatens to slow down the crucial task of clearing tailings. It's a setback that demands immediate attention. Rick, with a determined look on his face, asks his dad to help there too. Rick's dad, not a stranger to hard work, steps into the role of a makeshift mechanic. With tools in hand, they inspect the excavator, and the problem becomes clear: a cracked hydraulic line. It's a hands-on challenge, but Rick's dad isn't one to back down. They work together, making the welding process seem like a puzzle they are determined to solve. After a series of intense efforts, welding, and a bit of elbow grease, the hydraulic issue is fixed. The 700 excavator roars back to life, ready to dig into the tailings and keep the gold production on track. It's a testament to the resilience of the team and their ability to handle unexpected setbacks. With the excavator back in action, the crew dives back into their work, ensuring that every bucket of pay dirt contributes to their season's ambitious gold goal. Whether it's fixing up equipment or helping out in the wash plant, Rick's dad becomes a bout. Parker's generosity is not limited to just writing a check or attending a fundraising event. He is not just a resident, but a real stakeholder in the communities he belongs to. He also acknowledges the importance of building strong connections with community members, allowing him to hear their worries and work with them to solve pressing problems. Despite being a famous and wealthy man, Parker remains humble and approachable, never looking for acknowledgement or rewards for his good activities. He believes that community service is not a responsibility, but rather a privilege, acknowledging the great impact even the smallest acts of kindness can have on those in need, families, or individuals. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining industry star with a net worth of $15 million, is a key figure in the industry. His success can be attributed to his participation in the popular Discovery Channel show, Gold Rush, where he earns a substantial income from each episode. Parker's success is not just about the money, but also his unmatched ability and mastery as a gold miner. His fans have been glued to their screens for weeks, cheering him on unconditionally. In addition to his Gold Rush earnings, Parker has diversified his income through other ventures that include entrepreneurship. He has opened his own mining company and created a jewelry and clothing line, proving his ability to spot opportunities quickly. These enterprises define Parker's wealth and make him a force to be reckoned with in the business world. Despite his vast achievements and wealth, Parker remains down-to-earth and modest. He respects persistence, honesty, and determination above all else, and has never forgotten his origin as a young miner in Alaska. His genuineness and modesty have made him a favorite among fans and colleagues, and a beloved personality in the gold mining circles. Parker also earns a substantial income from his gold digging business, being a claim owner in the Yukon Territory and a consistent gold extractor. He has launched several firms, adding to his total capital. With great wealth comes great accountability, and the public is curious about how Parker spends all this cash. Parker Schnabel is living a life that many people cannot imagine. And he is doing it all with passion, determination, and a soft heart. When it comes to the finer things in life, Parker knows how to enjoy them. He owns 2 properties, one in Haines, Alaska, and one in the Yukon Territory. His house in Haines is a spectacle with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and breathtaking views of nearby mountains and forests. Parker's real estate empire is not limited to Alaska, as he has acquired a vacation rental property in the Yukon Territory. This property targets a broad spectrum of guests, earning him a large income. Parker's real estate investments are based on a mix of market research, financial analysis, and intuition. Their gold output. Kyle Lawson, despite being relatively new to the gold mining arena, is entrusted a distinct path for his artistic endeavors, leaving an indelible mark on both the realms of sports and music. Long before his television debut on Gold Rush, Rick Ness was already immersed in a world of hard work and hands-on experience. Alongside his brother Randy, Rick spent years working at their family's construction company in Escanaba, Michigan. It was here that he gained invaluable knowledge and skills in operating heavy machinery, learning the ins and outs of construction and excavation. Despite his proficiency in construction, Rick's interests extended beyond the confines of his family's business. His curiosity and drive led him to explore new horizons, including the world of gold mining. It was during one of his ventures outside of the construction realm that Rick's path intersected with Parker Schnabel's at the Southeast Alaskan State Fair. At the fairgrounds, amidst the excitement and camaraderie of the event, Rick and Parker struck up a conversation that would change the course of Rick's life. Despite his lack of direction, he diversifies his wealth across different asset classes, such as real estate, stocks, and business ventures to minimize risks and maximize potential returns. Each property in his portfolio acts as a brick in his financial future, providing stability, growth, and possibilities of wealth creation. The most impressive thing about Parker's real estate empire is his ability to adjust to the changing market. Over time, he remains flexible and responsive, adapting his investment strategy to take advantage of new trends and possibilities. Parker Schnabel, a gold mining legend and author, is not only known for his role on Discovery Channel's Gold Rush, but also for his passion for cars. He owns a fleet of high-quality vehicles, including the Ford Raptor, a rugged off-road truck, and a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, a luxury SUV. The Raptor is a head-turner with its bespoke design, glossy black with contrasting red highlights, and oversized tires, reflecting his character as brave, ambitious, and ready for the next adventure. Parker's Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon is renowned for its durability, performance, and luxurious interior, making it a symbol of his success and impeccable taste. The Jeep Wrangler, another popular off-road vehicle among outdoor enthusiasts and thrill-seekers, is the most popular off-road vehicle due to its rugged design, removable top, and legendary four-wheel drive capabilities. The Chevrolet Silverado, a versatile and capable vehicle, has been modified to suit Parker's specific needs, making it a reliable and dependable companion for everyday driving and off-road exploration. In addition to his practicality and performance, Parker's cars are an expression of his personality and interests. Every vehicle in his collection has a story behind it, some telling about his love for an off-road adventure or his taste in diamonds, as well as a hobby of gathering items used during the Gold Rush and the Yukon Territory. He has invested in several technology companies that are innovating new ways of gold exploration and extraction, resulting in significant returns. Despite his literary fame, worldwide travels, and investments, Parker Schnabel remains determined to reach the top of the world. His determination make him one hell of a person. About 2 years ago, Parker Schnabel decided to take a big risk on a promise he made to himself: a $15 million one in Dominion Creek. This is in the endless wilderness of Klondike, where people's fortunes can make or break in an instant with a single shovel's turn. For this particular bet, something extremely important was at risk, and the auxiliary dangers were even greater. I'm going to say that the tough ground of the Klondike was waiting for a brave young miner. Let's begin the story. The story starts at a tough place called the Money Pit, which was much bigger than their earlier tasks on the Indian River. The job was hard, the problems were big, and the costs had gone up so much more than before. Parker, with his big ideas, was moving at full speed because he wanted to win. This situation was going to cost him a lot of money. There was a high chance it might make him a real Klondike king. On the other hand, it might also cause him to think about his losses. I think that's quite a gamble. The pressure was noticeable. Parker's projects were at risk then because a big debt had come during prosperity.